Hey guys, today I think, once everybody's done making noise, well, today, I should say continuation of today, this afternoon, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and, well, delete the all the safety bullshit on this guy. I mean, talk about fucking annoying. I don't know what part of what world that somebody thought that this shit was a good idea, but it's fucking annoying. You can't start the fucking thing unless you're on it. You got to be sitting on the seat and pushing the stupid parking brake. Jesus Christ. You got to be sitting on the seat and pushing the parking brake just to get the thing to crank. And then, you know, once you get it fired up, you got to stay on the fucking thing, because heaven forbid you should get off to move a bucket or whatever, you know, and then the goddamn mower shuts off. Well, the engine shuts off. And then the fucking mowing reverse thing, I mean, yeah, okay, it's got a stupid fucking button you got to push. Why? Just why? So, those are my 3 pet peeves. I'm going to... I'm going to fix all that shit. I'm going to literally delete it, but I'm going to do it non-destructively. I'm sure the general methodology here would be to hack a connector and you know, solder wires to get, well, most people probably wouldn't solder nothing. They'd just use shitty ass wire nuts or something like that. I'm going to do a nicer job than that. I got to figure out how these switchers are working, and if I make up a harness to bypass them, I'll do that. Or if I can rig the switch to be always depressed or something like that, hey, I'll do that. But I'm going to do something non-destructive on each and every one of them, just in case I ever want to revert back. It's going to be a no muss, no fuss way of doing, you know, exactly that, getting it right back to the way it was before I began. Fuck. I swear sometimes this is a highway, and it's not. It's just a backwoods country road. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna set up here and take a look at this thing, see, well, first of all, see how everything's working, and determine exactly the best avenue, or one of the better ways of non-destructively, yeah, fixing it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Set up here and we'll get into her. Alright, I figured the first one to get into here might as well just be the safety switch here on the seat. I expected it to be 2 wires, but it's not. It's, well, it's 3 with a jumper. Interesting. Curious how that thing works. That is interesting. I'll bet you the reason for, and I mean, if I wanted to keep people from messing with my shit, this is probably what I would do. That fucking cat. He's my buddy, but god damn it, he just won't quit anymore. Anyway, what I was saying, I would have like a sensing circuit. So you can't just bypass 2 wires and, you know, defeat the switch. I would make it so that there was something that senses the switch in position, intact. It would be a 2-position switch, in other words. It would be a, you know, a dual actuation kind of a switch. First of all, the switch wouldn't be so much a switch as a resistive. Well, yeah, I would use a resistor just to you know, create a load on a circuit to monitor, create a small logic circuit, and then I'd use a resistor just to, you know, tell some small little logic circuit that, hey, the switch is still intact, it's in place. And then I would make a you know, a clicky ka-chunk switch, you know, to literally connect two terminals together. I'm not sure what this is doing. I don't think it's doing that, because clearly they're jumping something here. So yeah, let me test this quick, and then once I know what it does, we'll get back to it. This is very, very interesting. I don't think I'm gonna go no further than that right there. Simply because what I've discovered is, well, a couple of different areas need to be tweaked to make this work, but just unplug it. Simple as that. And then the seat thing don't matter no more. Where we got to move on to next, I'd like to, just to prove it, push the brake down and see what I mean? Easy peasy. What we got to do, I took a look at this. There's the parking brake switch. I hope you can see that. That should be easy enough to deal with. I'll just keep it. Well, I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that next. But I did, off camera, pop this out real quick. This controls that relay down there. And it's never a good idea to, well, I'm sure most people that would see this would just jump that out. You know, put it, make a jumper, or cut the wires, twist them together. But what that does then is it activates that relay all the time. Where it's normally open, now it would be normally closed. Don't do it if you don't gotta. There is a better way of doing that. What I'm going to do is, let's see if I can show you. It's back in there. Can you see what that spring is attached to? As I'm engaging the mower deck up here, it's moving that spring and a little lever on the back end there. This is a switch. It's another safety switch. That's where I'm going to focus. As far as this thing will be concerned, it will never know the mower's ever engaged. I'll just keep that. Well, I got to test it to find out, you know, what's closed, what's open, what contacts are, you know, contacted, and which ones go open, and then just change that state. You know, keep them in exactly this position. Then I can just manually, I think I can manually anyway. We're gonna find out. Engage the mower, and the thing won't care if you're going forwards or backwards, because as far as it is concerned, this switch will tell it that the mower ain't even running, even though it is. So yeah, it looks like, anyway, upon quick inspection, I got to work with that switch down there, and I got to work with that switch right there, and that should do it. Maybe. Famous last words and all that, but only one way to find out here. So yeah, I'm going to get into it. All right, I think I got this more or less figured out. Of course, it's a 4-terminal switch. Two will go closed when 2 go open, and they're fucking with you here. They really are. I can make it work real quick and simple just by doing that. So I was thinking, you know, hey, I'll just zip tie the thing, right? Okay, I mean, it'll work in every way except the mower. The mower deck won't engage. So what I'm thinking, because like I said, I'm going to do it non-destructive. I just made a little jumper, and I think I've identified where it's got to go. Click. It should, I believe, go to these 2 purple ones here. Should. Something like that. And like that. Should. Alright. I gotta start this up and make sure the mower deck will engage, because, well, like I said, if it was that easy, everybody'd do it, right? If you could just zip tie the thing down. But I can't, so let me fire this up, see if the deck engages. My tripod would cooperate. I know, I ran it out of fucking gas. No, still no good. Interesting. All right, I gotta do some more testing here and go from there. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get up here and work with that switch now. I should be okay there. Just this one, I'm gonna have to do probably the same thing. Make a jumper. I'm gonna test it and get into it. All right, I got her. This switch for the PTO. I showed you earlier. This switch up here. Now this one I can just zip tie. Here, I'll show you. With it open like that, won't do nothing. As long as I hold it in. Or if I can run it. Yeah, I'm going to zip tie that real quick just to make sure that that's the sum of it right there. I think that's going to be it, but just to make positive, I'm going to zip tie that quick just to make sure it goes forwards, backwards, doesn't shut off, doesn't do anything stupid. And then, yeah, I think it's pretty much fucking done. Hang on, I'm going to grab some ties and get it, get it tied off. All right, I think you can see this. I just put a couple zip ties around it. Yeah, let's see if it goes forwards and backwards with the mower on, with everything, you know, functioning. Then hey, basically I'm done. That would be cool, because that would be freaking easy. I like easy. About time somebody pushes that goddamn easy button for me, because everything else has been a pain in my ass. Yeah. It should. Starts right up. Kill that fucking tree root. Fuck. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, I'm calling that pretty close to easy. That was not bad at all. Just because I am me. Yeah, fucking tree root. I got her. Oh well. Just because I'm me, I'm going to add my schmoo to everything. My dielectric grease, and just nicely, neatly, you know, zip tie everything in place, and fuck yeah, that was pretty easy. No, that was actually very easy. I'm surprised. I'm happy, but I'm surprised. So yeah, for you guys, unplug the seat switch, nothing more to her. Depress and keep depressed the PTO, yeah, I guess it would be PTO safety switch. Keep it in at all times. And for the parking brake, the purple and purple with white tracer, just simply make a jumper, and there you go. All your switches can, you know, stay intact. You don't gotta go hacking harnesses or nothing like that. You could use a paper clip for this, but you know, I got the connectors, I got the wire. I just make up a quick little jumper, and simple as that. So yeah, there you go. Now just button this up real quick, and oh yeah, that's probably gonna be it. Yeah, it's probably gonna be it. So there you go. Now you know. No one's half the battle, right? At least it was for me. I thought this was going to be more involved, but whatever. You see what I see. It's working. Just one more thing here. I got to thinking about this a little bit, and I got this 1-inch heat shrink here that seems to go over, well, everything. All these connectors, open-ended connectors and whatnot. So yeah, just you know, cause I'm me, just cause I can. I'm gonna shmoo them up with some dielectric grease here. You know, pack the connectors full, and then I'm gonna heat shrink them, just to you know, protect the open-ended stuff, and then just zip tie it fast. And I know you probably don't need to see it, but hey, I'm going to show you one more time once it's all finished, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, this will be the last show and tell. I'm confident. Just real quick, the switch I put back right where it came from. That's the PTO safety switch. Just packed it full of shmoo. I'm not going to do anything more than that. Connector for it is up and zip tied to the throttle cable there. Should be fine. This one, because it's an open-ended connector, I heat shrunk it. Hope you can see that. And then zip tied it basically right to where it would have gone originally. Totally out of the way, but heat shrunk and going to be very difficult to get any, you know, kind of crap in there. I put that dielectric grease in all these connectors here, so they're electrically insulated, and then, well, got that 1-inch heat shrink. You can get that at Harbor Freight if you were wondering. And that's the switch connector for the seat. Good enough. And I'm just gonna zip tie that right up like that. Yeah. Run a zip tie around those whatever, that slot and that slot. Fasten her up, and she's done. All right, guys. That's gonna be the end of it. I hope it was educational. It certainly was for me. I learned a little bit. It went a little different than what I was thinking it was going to go, but hey, thanks again for hanging out. And next time you want to delete any 1 or 3 of these switches, at least you got a good idea of what you're going to be in store for. So hey, there you go. Cheers.